because of a child, or because of somebody's innocent energy, or because of somebody's dream, or their creative energy, or they, I mean, I don't know if somebody's pregnant and they tried to like ruin that, you know. Yeah, somebody wanted to fight and compete for this Ten of Pentacles, this generational wealth, this abundance, this marriage. Okay. Oh well, you're not the one. Yeah, so they got somebody to break up with the Queen of Wands, who they should be with. But somebody's not happy. This Queen of Cups is a bully. And they're like manipulative. And they don't have the spark, they don't have the creativity, they're not the one, like this doesn't originate with them. They tried to get something at all costs. Something was false, there's no spark here, there's no charge in here. Yeah, so somebody's closing out a cycle. They're gonna fight for themselves now because they're really sad. They should be celebrating with their lover, but they did this really shitty plan here, it looks like, and they didn't listen to their intuition. Somebody was technically working against them when they had their love right there. But yeah, these plans are falling apart, whatever this is. And now somebody feels like they did all this for no reason, like it was a waste of time because they couldn't stop you from going after your victory. They wasted time trying to get somebody to not go after the it's like because you're successful anyway, you're gonna get what you want anyway, or it's ending up with you getting what you were meant to get anyway. And now there's these bad memories from the past, and he's clinging to the past. They're kind of confused, or they're heartbroken. They're confused. Somebody that's not grounded and completely in reality. I don't think they're kind of like a little deluded. They thought that all this manipulation somehow would so if you were lined up to be with a counterpart, maybe it came with some kind of inheritance or something that this other person wanted, or maybe they wanted to steal your inheritance. I don't know, dude. Hey, you fought for your peace with the King of Cups in the new beginning. Somebody's leaving and they want to marry you. They're not happy where they are at all. This was an opportunistic, gold digger, non-committal person that wanted to bind somebody in something and make somebody insecure. Like they wanted to dominate somebody by making them insecure, getting them to lose their job or this opportunity. But you pay attention. You were like, yo, I clocked you like a whole 2 years ago. I already knew this was coming. It's like, yo, I called it and you didn't even know. Yeah, okay, so somebody wants to tell you how they really feel. They want to make you an offer. They want to go towards you. So this means an ending for somebody that was very reckless and just ungrateful. This is not their opportunity, so it's not like they lost an opportunity. This is never was their. Yeah, there's no happiness here. Why should somebody protect what isn't their happiness? What isn't fulfilling? They can make that exactly death. Yeah, something's extremely unbalanced. Why would you stay in that when you had a Queen of Wands? Yeah, no. Somebody was resentful or felt rejected and didn't want to see you shine here. So they held somebody back from something, or yeah, they didn't want to be sacrificed or take any losses. So they convinced somebody to leave an empress out in the cold. And even though they were in a commitment, they got somebody to they caused conflict. They started competing for their love. So somebody took their love back, or they tried to cause conflict and chaos around somebody not loving themselves. Yeah, this is a bad plan. And now this person's having a rough time because all these plans are falling apart. This is like a collaboration that's unraveling here. And it was unjust. Because somebody's going to plant new seeds anyway. Oh my god, look. Page of Pentacles, they're going to make an offer. Because they missed somebody from the past. They had a fear from childhood, potentially, regarding equal give and take relationship dynamics. So that's why they didn't move forward. Instead, they wanted to dominate somebody's confidence and get them to lose this opportunity. But you paid attention, you could have said something. You could have alerted somebody in advance. And now, apparently, this masculine that they wanted to dominate what happened with is deciding that they want their person anyway. Or maybe there's, I don't know, like, something's happening to where they're going to look as silly as they are for doing this weird ass shit over money when there was two lovers that were in a commitment. It's like, have some damn respect, dude, for yourself, really. Yeah, it's like... Okay, well, any last words here? You escaped their trap. They really did try to bind you into something that, like, some kind of life that wasn't meant for you, to where you didn't get what you deserved. So this person tried to arrange it so that you couldn't marry this person and get all the benefits of that, like such as an inheritance or building a business together. So you could, whatever you want to do, start a family, run a business. They could have doubted that you were ever going to plant new seeds, or that somebody was going to make you this offer. So you did all this only for it completely not to work that way. Yeah, because apparently this is a protected one. This could be like a child divine, or there could be a literal child involved, or somebody's innocent. So, and somebody's protected from this false prophet energy. This non-committal life. Somebody's meant to sit in a Hierophant position, y'all, and get married. And somebody wanted somebody to stay single so that they still got some kind of benefit here, and leaving you to settle with breadcrumbs. Now they're depressed because they're missing this opportunity, or this is a misfortune. Yeah. They didn't want you to get married. They didn't want you to have this opportunity. They didn't want you to get what you deserved, even though you're the right partner for the person. Yeah, so chakra, yeah. I'm gonna have to do that in a second, y'all. For sure, it's getting bad, worse, so. Yeah, they have to let go of something now. Bad memories here from the past, or something's not happy at all. There's no unconditional love here. Some kind of fear from childhood. They wanted to hold on to something. Yeah, you escaped the trap. You're victorious against this opportunistic gold digger. who caused an injustice by stealing your stability. They tried to take away your peace. Just cancel this celebration here. Get somebody to stop working with you. They didn't think that you would go in a different direction or that somebody would still end up making you this offer here. It was a bad plan. It's a tower. Well, stop being such a greedy hoe. You're gonna have to carry this 10 of Wands. Yep. Okay. So yeah, somebody was going to maybe marry you in the past, and they literally derailed the relationship because maybe they convinced this person to work with them instead, or So I guess they're going through a breakup. They miss their person. They don't want this person. They actually want to get married and switch things around and give this Queen of Wands Empress what they deserve. Because they're not gonna live. They're not gonna have breadcrumbs. Yeah. Okay, well, that's the message. Yeah. You liberating yourself and not being in a victim mode or like being stuck or yeah, is your victory. You win. The truth about really bad plans. It's all falling apart for them. Because somebody's giving up. They're not. Yeah, man, it's a tower for somebody. They're burning. Something's going on. They thought they had it in the bag, y'all. That's what I'm getting. They totally thought they intercepted 2 lovers that are protected. Apparently it's part of somebody's wheel to work with this Queen of Wands Empress. But they thought that they could destiny swap or something. Or like get you to like stay in like a non-committal or like never get married energy so that they didn't have to like give you like the inheritance because it's probably the masculine that you have in common's inheritance. It's not yours. Go away. He shouldn't be able to get married? Yeah. This person is like, they only care about, they're very greedy. Very greedy. But it looks like this masculine is taking their control back and they're taking their own inheritance because the Queen of Swords told the truth. They want to head towards peace. This person has been holding somebody like back or doing something shadowy since childhood. Somebody's held somebody back out of a fear from childhood for a long time. Yeah, I feel like they don't know that. I feel like they don't realize that like this is kind of like somebody that's undermining you while thinking that they're, I don't know. Yeah, so there's a breakup here. And bad karma here. Somebody might have to watch it too. So if this, I don't know, if you end up working things out, then they're gonna have to witness that shit and just like realize that all of this was a waste of time. Maybe you said this, maybe you were treated very cruel. Yeah. You could have been abandoned, left out in the cold, and then they just left. They just, yeah. Yeah, they wanted to they were watching to see if you transition, so that, you know, if they tried to sacrifice you, then that would mean that your blessings, they could take them for themselves. Like if you didn't heal, they could continue having something that is in like bad karma, but because you healed, now it's bad karma. They can't. Yeah, you're an empress, and you're only gonna have and you're still committed to what your path is. So. Yeah, they really did a lot, y'all. They really did. They did the most to literally derail your life path and cause you tons of heartbreak, to where you lower your standards and never get married, so that they can continue getting whatever it is that they're getting, y'all. But somebody's going to protect this relationship. Somebody's going to tell you the truth about a breakup, or they're going to assert themselves and break up. Somebody's going to tell somebody the truth that they want to break up. Yeah. Okay, well that was your reading on. Yeah, now this feminine or whatever is stuck, as they should be. They're gonna have to go to court. Sorry, baby. You know. Alright, Soul Tribers, I'm probably gonna get off. I'm fading out a little bit. I love you guys, and if you missed any of this, well, yeah, look, new beginning, new emotional love. After this crap talker that caused the break. Somebody's very unhappy. They could be crying. Yeah. They can't work on this devil energy anymore, y'all. They can't. They tried to dominate somebody. Okay, bye. Nobody cares. Rebecca, okay? Yeah, somebody's moving forward. So I don't know if there was like an abrupt ending or something. It looks like this masculine still loves the frick out of you, okay? And they want to actually like tell everybody to go F themselves, and they're making their own decision. Bringing you the treasure chest like you deserved. And you're gonna build a sexiest family with the sexiest white picket fence with the sexiest life, dude. Period. You're gonna have to watch you hoes. You lame hoes that tried to play these people into unfairness. You're gonna have to watch not only it be fair, but for it to be rich. Looks like these two working together are gonna be rich. It's not making somebody happy, the thought of somebody being in a loyal commitment. So this is a hoe, literally. They wanted somebody to be non-committal and not give you what you deserve. Yeah. Alright guys. That was your reading.